Hey, what's up, John? What's up, Ingrid? Thanks for the good luck. Ooh, Embringer, nice. What's up, Gideon? Appreciate the good luck, man. All right, so like I said yesterday, I was going to do Pro and Expert today, and just do, when I started this last normal tournament, I believe, where I'm just going to stream the back nines of a couple of rounds. That way I can get both of them in, because what I was doing before is I was streaming doing like a silent stream for Pro, and then I would do like Expert in the afternoon, but I know people typically don't care for silent streams. I don't personally care for silent streams. It's so much better when I can just kind of talk. And if you have questions, I can answer questions verbally instead of trying to type it out. I really hate typing stuff out too, so while I'm trying to focus on playing. So I think this is going to be the new normal, where I'm going to play just the back nines of a Pro round and an Expert round on Fridays for my opening round streams. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with the back nine for MiniBr. I played my Sky Pro account this morning, shot a 32, which I was pretty happy with, and I had 2 albas, so it's definitely a good little tiebreaker round. And then I'm sitting on a 16 at the moment, but with no albas, unfortunately. A couple of close calls on a few holes, and I'm not sure if I've hit any great balls or not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but some close calls for sure, but obviously not disappointed at all with the minus 16. Hopefully we can at least repeat that, but with an alba. I'd like to get an alba in the mix, just as kind of an added tiebreaker bonus. But we'll see what happens. And then so after this one, as normal, I'm going to cut the stream, bring up a new stream, and then I'll play the back nine of my Bartman account in Expert. So but let's see what we got. Let me make sure I got all my stuff going. What's up, Bill? Appreciate the good luck, man. Okay, so we should be good there. Awesome. All right, so first hole, we're going to start off with the Thor drive, and then we're going to do a Grizzly 6 approach rough bump from the left. And let's hope that our ability to hit perfect is stronger today than it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday I was struggling in Pro and Expert to hit perfect. Lots of great balls. Kind of looks like they're going for the... First I was going to say, I thought maybe they were trying to go for the green or something, some sort of like double bounce, run up.
Perfect shot.
Nice shot. Alright, so we're going to do max top, which is 5, 1 right spin, yellow ring touching the right rough at P3 max, then I'm just doing a 10% adjust. I'm going to go 3.6 rings. And we start off with the great ball, of course. Should be safe enough, just a matter of having to slightly adjust my approach. See how far we go. 353. So it's basically like I went 352 if I had hit perfect, or at least that's the way I'm going to treat it, as if I went 352 So I'm pretending like I hit a perfect ball, 352. And I really haven't hit, honestly, too many, I think, great balls even on this drive, or at least not today. That was my first one. The other 3 drives were perfect. So I'm not entirely certain if this will be the right play, only taking a yard off, or if it needs to be 2 yards. So we'll find out. Hopefully we'll hit perfect on the approach, and whether it goes in or not, we can at least get a good gauge on how it's affected.
Nice on.
So like I said, I'm gonna be doing a rough bump with the Grizzly. I'm playing this one at 15 elevation, and I'm using 40% slider here. I'm just trying to look for like a good kind of landing spot. And then I want to spin it so the ball guide is to the hole. And I'm going to go 4.4 rings, trying to favor 1201. And we'll see how this one plays. And we hit perfect at least, so let's see. Turn, turn, turn. Oh, I did not turn it at all. Usually you see a lot more curve on that. Speed is great. Honestly, I feel like maybe I just didn't quite have enough 1201. Would have brought me more to the right and even a little bit shorter. Not to say the speed on that was so high that it would have broke through the curve, because it didn't run that far past, but I think mainly pulling a little bit more 1201 would have brought me more right in line with the pin, and then whether it broke or not, I think we would have seen a drop. So I feel like maybe the go-to, I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at my replay probably at some point to really see what the pull angle was like. But honestly, I almost might be more inclined to subtract 2 yards from the drive for a great left, because typically I'll do like a plus or minus a yard when I'm using like higher end clubs, so like an expert and master, so higher accuracy. And we're dealing with Thor 4, so a great left on a Thor 4 is obviously different than a great left on like an APOC 7 or an APOC 8 or whatever. So I'm thinking maybe going forward, and this will be obviously something to test in the weekend round. Hopefully we'll just hit perfect and it won't matter, but I'm thinking going forward for a great ball to the left, I'm going to take off 2 yards instead of just 1, because I think even a little bit more of an adjustment maybe, it would have brought it back more, and it probably would have had more time to curl into the hole. So probably a combination between the pull angle / the adjustment. Wasn't quite enough, but it is what it is. All right, hole number 2. Hey, what's up, Gabriel? Appreciate the good luck, man. Hey, what's up, Eric? Thanks for the good luck. Rainmakers, baby. So how's everybody's opening rounds going today? Crushing it? Checking your bracket nervously every 5 minutes to see if you've been bumped down any spots? Hopefully everybody's playing well.
Perfect shot.
I feel like this has been a pretty good tournament for me so far. A pretty good opening round, I should say. Actually kind of struggled, I feel like, to the qualifying round. Like, I had a good first day in Master, and then I really wasn't doing anything crazy awesome the second day or the third day. Just getting through. I mean, obviously that's priority number 1. All right, so we're going to do 2.5 backspin. and 2 right spin. And then we're going to set the target down in the rough where the ball guide is to the hole, kind of favoring more left side. I'm playing this one P125 at 85%, and I'm going to try to favor 1159 a little bit. So I'm going to go 6.5 rings. Wow.
Great shot.
Wow, wow, wow. That looked like it was, honestly, it kind of looked like it was about to skip past perfect, and so I
Nice on.
released way early. All right. Gotta square this round away. Hole 1 was, obviously a great ball tee shot.
Birdie.
But a great ball in this par 3 is not gonna cut it. What's up, Johnny? Appreciate the good luck.
Birdie.
Alright, so for hole 3, I've kind of changed things up a little bit from the last time. I'm going to be using an extra mile 7 off the tee because it's got a little bit more curl. I would use like big topper, but the distance is not where I want it to be because I'm setting up at P3 max with a Thor. But I'm going to hit the extra mile 7. I'm going to hit the big dog approach, but I'm going to do a little bit of a club swap for the tee shot because I've been setting up with Thor, so I know exactly the reference points I have for the Thor and the adjustment and everything. I didn't really feel like, maybe it's laziness, but also kind of making a little bit more work for myself, I guess, just having to swap between bags and hopefully not screw that up. But I'm going to set up with Thor and then I'm going to switch to the extra mile before I hit. That way I get that extra curl. So but as always, I'm going to start with what I would intend to play with, because if for some reason it doesn't let me change bags or it doesn't let me change balls, I want to make sure I've got the appropriate clubs selected that I would want to play the hole with. So, oops. See, I'm already screwing myself up. Alright, so we're going to go yellow ring touching the right rough, and actually we're going to use Katana. We want to set up at P2. I'm just doing 20%. I'm doing P3 plus 20. I'm going to go 3.3 rings. And we hit perfect, so that's good.
Shot.
And it's 4.5 tops, so you guys probably saw me put max top on with the Thor, but then when you switch to the extra mile 7, it's only about 4.5 top, plus or minus 0.1. I don't know the exact top spin numbers for that club, but I'm using max top spin for an EM7, so don't look at me setting up with the Thor and think you want to put 5 top spin on. Otherwise, like if you're using, like if you switch to a, like if you have a Thor 4, but then you're switching to like an extra mile 8 or something, which I believe, does extra mile 8 have more curl, or a 9 even? Or any club that you might switch to that has more curl and also that much topspin. I don't want you to have too much topspin on the shot and then run through into the rough, which is what you would be risking if you were to have more than the 4.5 topspin of the extra mile 7. So.
Great shot.
Uh-oh. All right, so I'm actually gonna go like 3 and a tick, just a little bit past 3 for backspin, kind of setting this up at max. And we're actually, I think, we might be a little bit further back. Actually, I'm gonna go about 2.8, 2.9-ish. And I'm just looking for the ball guide. The second bounce kind of left center in that dark green grid. And I'm playing this one 30%. I'm gonna go 2.7 rings. Yeah, we hit perfect at least. So let's see. It's all a guessing game though with the ball guide that I have. Oh, it's so close, so close. Probably could have gone with 3 backspin, to be honest. I think 3 backspin still would have got me up the hill just fine, and not been quite so hot. But I need to be a little bit more to the right. So, yeah. Well, I mean, it's just a guessing game. If I can drop this one in the weekend, then that's like a huge drop. So I don't expect to, but maybe we'll get lucky. I'll be, with a perfect ball, I should be close every single time. Just whether I can get that lucky line will be huge. So, and then obviously if you guys have a long wood with a better ball guide, that would be more ideal. Obviously, so you can gauge the setup a little bit better. But I have nothing else. So it's just gonna be guesses for me. And it also depends, because the angle of the drive is gonna change whether or not I get more left in that dark green grid or more right in that dark green grid. So it's hard to say, because I think I like just burned the left edge on one of my attempts earlier today, and I was set up a little bit more to the left than where I just did. So then moving more right, but I think my angle of approach was a little bit more from the left, so, or a little bit more, I don't know. Either way, it didn't drop, but it was close-ish. Hey, what's up, Ian? Thanks for the good luck, man. Hey, what's up, Jay? Thanks for the good luck, man.
Perfect shot.
All right, so hole number 4, I actually have changed up slightly as well. Still playing the big topper bounce over, but I kind of had it in my mind, because I kept, there's like a spot where you can get like a dead bounce that throws you down to the ground and essentially into the bunker, or maybe through the bunker if you're lucky. But hey, what's up, Sandy? Thanks for the good luck. So I kind of, the first attempt this morning, I kind of started playing around with the landing area a little bit more, and discovered that the more back you come, like towards the tee box, you get a better bounce. So this whole time I've been playing it up like at P3 max with my big topper 5, thinking obviously you want to be close, as close to the bunker with the bounce as you can, that way it's getting over and rolling far. But really I was doing myself a disservice by not previously checking the whole area, because you run the risk of hitting a downslope and just not getting a good bounce. So I'll show you when it's my turn, but play more back, and I think I'm playing at plus 12, like the bottom of plus 12 with the big topper 5. And you'll see here, I'll put it at P3 max, and I'll just show you as I pull back, and you'll kind of see how it changes. And you'll want to actually favor even shorter, to be honest, like pull 1159, making sure that you don't overpower even the slightest bit, because you want to avoid any kind of extra carry that might push you into that downslope. So, but I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. But we're playing this one P3 plus 0, max top, and as much left as I can get. So I was here, And you can kind of see as I pull it back, you hit like a little down slope. And it kind of just bounce down, and then you bring it back and it kind of stays up. So I'm playing it like at plus 12 now, because you're going to get a slight push forward as well, but you don't want to push too far into that slope. 0%, so I'm going 2.5 rings, and I'm going to do a half a ball left curl, and we hit perfect. So as long as we hit a good spot, we should be, yep, good angle for the roll up. There we go, and we're dancing. Now, so you look at this, and you think, maybe put a little bit more curl, try to bring yourself more left, and maybe have a chance at the hole-in-one. And I tried that on the front nine with this account, and it actually, the more you curl it, the more airtime you get. So you could do that, but you need to set up a little bit even further back, like maybe in the plus 11 range, because if you curl it a little bit more, you're going to carry further, and then again run the risk of hitting that downslope, which is what I did. I still got out of the bunker. I dropped my max EB4 for eagle, so it wasn't a big deal, but it could have been a big deal. So while, you know, it's great to maybe try to get that hole-in-one, get in the hole. Nice shot. While it's great to maybe try to get that hole-in-one, I think it's better to be putting for eagle, then run the risk of screwing up your eagle trying to get the hole-in-one, if that makes sense.
Eagle.
Yeah, that's definitely a very nice shot from our opponent. Alright. One more drop gets me a 30. Obviously we want more than that, but I'd say at least at a minimum, I expect to be in the 30s. So one more drop puts me there, pending no errors, of course. Appreciate it, Eric. How's your rounds going, Eric? I think I saw you put up a 32 in expert, if I'm not mistaken. That's awesome, man.
Great shot.
One more expert play, nice. Yeah, I have 3 expert back nines to play. Obviously, I'll play one of them after this round, and then I'll have the 2 back nines left. All right. So we're gonna go 4 top and about 0.4 left. Setting up at P5 min with the white ring touching the rough. And then I'm just gonna go 1 wind per ring. Yeah. Man, we hit perfect. Get in the hole.
Shot.
Seems like an okay angle. Is it gonna? Nope, it's not. It's a dead bounce angle. Wow, that was
Nice on.
that was interesting. Well, I've only made this hole once, honestly. That was actually on the, I think the front nine of this round. So I'm not sure what was different there.
Birdie.
But that was certainly unfortunate. Now I wish I would have
Birdie.
moved around a little bit at the min line just to kind of see where to avoid, like if it's more to the left that gives you a dead bounce or it's more to the right. So if it's more to the left, then I want to set up kind of more right, or maybe even adjust a little bit less. But if it's more to the right, then maybe pushing my adjustment a little bit more left. Anything to avoid the bounce. But that's the first time I've actually hit that dead bounce. I was missing that shot to the left, and then like I said, I made it on the front nine of this account. So now I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out well in the weekend round. So far, not a super stellar back nine, unfortunately. I typically hope to get 1 or 2. But obviously we missed those. 3, I hope for some luck on 3 later on. 4, I expect to get every time, so we got that one at least. But then 5, I was hoping that it was going to start being a money hole for me. But now I've got a new variable to think about or try to figure out with that dead spot. So
Perfect shot.
sorry, we still have lots of good drop opportunities coming up. So like, that's one thing that I feel great about this tournament with across every division is I feel like I can drop every single hole. Like there are plenty of tournaments either where an extra is not even a thing, or just very, very tough, or just very, very tough for me with free-to-play balls, like specifically referring to Master. But yeah, I feel across the board in every division that I can get a drop on every hole. I don't want to say with relative ease, but like I feel very confident. It's not just so much like, oh, you know, I made it once, so I think I can maybe do it again, but perfect.
shot.
All right, so that was 5.5 top, max right, set up at P2 max with the yellow ring touching the right rough, and then I adjusted that P3 plus 10. So 358, that should be not terrible. And I think I started playing back a little bit more. So with a sniper 8, I shouldn't be fully extended. I think this morning, I can't remember what my drive distance was, but I ended up being at like plus 9 or whatever. So I had a couple of yards to spare with my sniper. But I've basically gone to a standard spin set for the approach. And then just kind of move it around to try to find the right spot. Uh-oh. See if we can save him. See if we can save him. And I gotta figure out too where I'm at. So I'm playing this one plus 10 elevation, no top, no backspin, 1 right spin. And I'm looking for the second bounce, or the third bounce rather, kind of right before the fringe, point at the hole. So I'm sitting at 176, 8 yards back. Okay, just go play, buddy. So I'm gonna play this one at 80% with sniper 10. I want to favor 1201. I'm gonna go 5.2 rings. And we hit perfect, get in the hole.
Perfect shot.
Come on. Oh. Oh, disappointing. So disappointing.
Nice on.
Ah, all right. Save it for the weekend. So one thing to keep in mind, obviously the green slopes to the right, and then, I mean, the wind is, I guess depending on the angle, the wind tends to be pushing a little bit to the right as well. So maybe when you're setting up, because you're having to obviously set up short and just sort of eyeball the ball guide pointing at the hole.
Great shot.
Maybe favor, based on your vision, favor kind of left side. But then make sure that you're favoring 1201. And it's not, I don't just favor 1201 to bring it more to the right, but I want to bring it short as well because we're dealing with tailwind. So I want to bring it back towards me a little bit more and just kind of let the wind push it forward, if that makes sense. So maybe kind of favor the inside left edge, I guess, of the cup as it's kind of as you're visualizing the rest of the ball guide kind of rolling out, but then making sure that you're favoring 1201 for your pull angle as well. So, all right. Okay, come on, hole 7. Hey, what's up, Rock? What's up, Danny? Appreciate the good luck, guys. Yeah, man, that round Paul posted is ridiculous. All right, actually, I do prefer a higher wind because it's going to give me less needle speed. So I'm doing 1 top, 3 right. I'm going to stick it out to max extension with the red ring touching the rough, let it fall back down. And I'll kind of want to favor 1201. Just like a light favoring, nothing crazy. I don't want anything heavy because I don't want to bring myself too far right and run the risk of hitting the rough or something. And we're doing 10%, so I'm going to go 4.1 rings. And then max right curl, max over power. And we hit perfect. Nice. So we should be around 356. Depending on the rollout. Yeah, it seems like it'll be about 356. 356. So I've had better luck with dropping this with my Thorn 7 than I have with my Thorn 6. But hopefully we can put it down right here.
Great shot.
So my approach is going to be 2 back, 1 left. Ball guide about 2 squares short of the hole, kind of left edge. And I'm going to play this one mid plus 10. So 2 back, 1 left. And then I want to favor 1159. Because everything that I've experienced with this hole is it kind of tends to push it more right. And all my misses have always been to the right. So I'm trying to kind of help myself out. Go 2.3. And we hit perfect in the hole.
Shot.
a good angle. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Center cup. Wow, indeed, my friend. Wow, indeed. I'm not always consistent, man. When I'm off, I can be off, but I think I tend to let my emotions get the best of me when I'm off, and then I get really off. So, because I can become a very unhappy camper when I'm not playing well. So I try not to let it get to me because I know that if I let it get to me, I'm gonna just play worse. But sometimes I can't help it.
Perfect shot.
But when I'm on, I can definitely be on.
Nice on.
All right, I've yet to drop hole 8. I feel like I've got a pretty. I mean, I feel like I like my setup pretty well. I'm still working on tweaking it, but let's see. But we're using a backbone. And between my two accounts, I've got a backbone 9 and a backbone 10. I think I did this shot on Wednesday, but I was still sort of guesstimating. We're still working on the tweak. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for the good luck, man. So it's getting closer for sure. It involves some curl, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's fairly repeatable, I think. So I think my last attempt, I ended up a little bit short, but with a good line. So I'm going to stick with the same curl, which I'll talk about, but I'm going to do a little bit less backspin. So I was doing 5 back, 3 left. I'm going to do about 4.9 back. Hey, what's up, Nigel? Appreciate the good luck. And it also, and it's hard to say again, it sucks. If at all possible, if you guys have multiple accounts in the same division, if at all possible, have the same clubs. It makes it so much easier. I mean, sometimes you can get away with having different clubs. For instance, I actually just got up to Grizzly 6 on this account. So now I've got a Grizzly 6 on Sky Pro and this one, but I was dealing with Grizzly 5 and a Grizzly 6. But it wasn't terrible because they had the same accuracy. So they had different power, but same accuracy. So depending on where I set up, I could just use the numbers for one of them, and I'd be setting up in the same spot. Where I run into a bit of an issue here is between the backbone 9 and the backbone 10. Backbone 10 has more accuracy, so I'm trying to figure out a certain ring placement. Getting the whole, oof, that almost like double or triple hopped in there. Trying to figure out the best ring placement. However, the ring sizes are different between the two, which sucks. But I feel like I was maybe coming in a little bit left and short on my last account. So I'm going to try yellow ring touching the rough on this one. So I don't want to go crazy below 5. Something like that. And so I'm going to set this one up at the max line with the yellow ring touching. Doing 20%. So we're going to go 5.1 rings. Then I'm going to do what I consider a baby curl, or like an 1/8 of a ball. And we hit perfect. Come on, get in the hole. And there it is. There it is.
Hole in one.
See if I can repeat that in the weekend, though. I don't know. Oh, I hope so. But that's my first drop here, so booms for that. Grizzly 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, it's tough, man. Especially, like, I look forward to when they're both at 7, getting that ball guide. But I feel like by the time I bump them up to 7, it might be one of those levels that I don't bump up in pro. Might save it for, like, I'll definitely bump up to Grizzly 7 when I move up to Expert. One day when I move Mini Brando up to Expert, but alright. Thor Sniper. I think I've dropped this hole once on a great ball. It's so tough because I feel like the landing spot in the fairway has a great ability to change drastically depending on exactly where your drive ends up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I was trying to remember what I did this morning. Oh, I was a little bit short. Or I was a little bit, maybe I burned the right edge. Whatever. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to do max top, 1 right. Red ring touching the left rough at P3 max. And I'm doing 10% elevation. So I'm going to go 3.5 rings. Hey, we hit perfect, so that's
shot.
good. Let's see where we go. I'm guessing 357. 358. Pretty close. Alright, so from I'm going to play this one plus 10 elevation at 65%. Sometimes I read my notes and I feel like they should have been updated, but I didn't update them. I wasn't supposed to change something like
Great
ball guide
shot.
slightly through the hole or 2.1 top or something. But I'm going to go with what my notes say. And we'll see if we can hit perfect and hopefully get the Alba. Alright, so we're going to go 2 top, 1 left. Ball guide to the hole. And I want this to be like a true 1159. So not just favoring, but like, I don't want to call it crazy heavy, but like, I don't want it crossing over to the right at all. So I'm going to go 6 rings. See what we got. And we hit perfect. Come on, baby, get in the hole. Come on. Oh, no, come on. Oh, all right.
Nice on.
Well, dang. Oh, that's right there. All right, so I think... Man, that's close. All right. So I think I kind of favored the left side of the hole a little bit there, because I've been missing stuff to the right so much. So I was just trying to give it that extra little bit, and shouldn't have done it. But I feel good about the adjustment. So from now on, I'm just gonna make sure I'm pointing center cup, and that goes in the weekend. Hopefully that goes in the weekend. Yeah, usually it's 357, man. I don't know. 358 was kind of weird. But
Perfect
oh,
shot.
so close. But I'll take it. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I am, but I'm not. It's the opening round. Objective number 1 is definitely met. Qualifying for the weekend.
Nice
And I feel like I've got a lot of great shots. Hole number 5 still kind of is screwing with my mind, but I feel like I've got a good shot for everything else.
Eagle.
And I feel like 5 could be good. I'm just gonna have to investigate a little bit more, maybe with some videos or I don't know. But yeah, I'll take a 31. I'm not gonna complain about that. And got 8 for the first time, so that's obviously a real nice boost of confidence going into the weekend round, having dropped 8.
Eagle.
So hopefully we can do that again as well. But I would definitely say my goal for the weekend is gonna be 34 plus. I definitely feel like I can shoot that. But obviously you got to be able to execute. and hit perfect and adjust correctly and all that stuff. So we'll see. Oh, damn it. But again, not disappointed at all with 31. I will certainly take that. All right, let's take a look real quick. So yeah, hole two, man. I don't know what is going on. Front nine, I actually hit perfect and missed. That was the first time I hit perfect and missed on hole 2. Back nine, obviously, it was like a double great. It was horrible. But yeah, I don't know why I missed it on the front nine. Hole 1, great, or hole 10 rather, great left off the tee. The Albas are so close. All right, but yeah, definitely happy with it. So as I said, I'm gonna cut the stream, then I'm gonna bring up a new one for expert in a few minutes. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there.